Hello and welcome to the Advanced Age Role-Playing Gamers podcast. I'm Nathan. I want to welcome you to part 2 of our session 0 for Battlelords of the 23rd Century character creation. I hope you like it, and let's go ahead and join the rest of the cast.
4. Intrepid.
Adventurers.
So as far as picking our skills and defining our whole entire mercenary team, do we need to do that? I mean, we know that Tyr's the tech guy. I'm getting the impression these Randy and these sword saints are just the melee fighters.
They do range weapons as well. There's just more honor in combat with the melee weapons. So most people, the Eridanis, you probably want to focus on your melee weapon skill and your body equilibrium skill.
I do get bonuses to those.
Yes.
2 levels, level 2, body equilibrium, level 2 weapon melee sword.
Yes.
Don't know what that means, but I'm really excited about it.
So each level you get adds 5% to your base skill check.
40 skill points does not take you far.
No, it does not.
I thought I could just take all the repairs at level 5 and just be a fucking repair guy. No, I can't. I've already had to dump some down for the fucking points. If I want to be able to do anything else than repair a ship or some armor.
Remember, the game is over-equipped and underprepared.
Yeah.
Which book should I? Where should I? Okay.
All right. In the Kickstarter, in like the regular book, 107 has a skill table.
But you need to look at your character to see how many skill points you get.
And you can
unfortunately,
you can just ask me that. I can tell you.
Unfortunately, I have. I think I'm getting 40, but it's 100. What page? 100 what? Let's do it.
105, 107, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so where's
105 actually has the... Oh, wait, it's 107. That's right.
Yeah, it's 2 up from whatever the table of contents says.
All right, yeah. So, I'm going for like some charismatic skills and intelligence-based skills, obviously. Because my strength, my big 33 strength.
There are a lot of skills, and we do not have a lot of points.
I have 80 points. I lost 10.
No, assuming the cost is... Oh, okay, there it is.
Yeah, the cost is going to be that first bracket.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure I take interactive arts.
And if we have 2 levels, that means we have the first 2 brackets effectively.
So you have the first 2 levels of this. So the way the skill points are broken up, you see the 3/4/5.
Mm-hmm.
3 is the skill cost from level 1 to 5. 4 is the skill cost from level 5 or 6 to 10. And 5 would be the skill cost for level 11 to 15.
Skill points. Where do I see those?
Skill points are on your where it says the Scissorak and the species table.
Yeah.
There's a little line that says skill points render general information. For Scissorak, it's 50.
Walk us through skill points again. So on the species page, it lists the skill points that the species gets. And then is there anything that modifies that?
The only thing that modifies it are anything in the lifestyle generation tables, the I was just growing up tables, and the fickle finger table.
Okay, so I have on my I was just growing up table. You struggle to learn anything other than physical skills. Skills using IQ or intuition as their link stat cost 1 additional point per level.
Yes.
So skills from 1 to 5 cost 3 points, you said?
It depends on the skill. Each skill has different costs. So if you look at the skill table, it will show you 3 numbers beside each skill.
Okay. Skills. Okay. All right. So I see acrobatics says 3, 4, and 5. So if it's okay, so let me look at an IQ. So ambush. That's 2, 3, and 4. So it would be 3, 4, and 5. Okay.
Yes.
All right. That makes sense. And is 1 to 5, 6 to 10, or what?
Yep. So from level 1 to 5, that's that first number.
Now, does this game stop at level 15, or do you just go
Effectively,
on?
yes. You stop at 15.
What's the matter, Mel?
I'm just trying to figure out from the example exactly how I'm spending my points.
Oh, okay.
And
Well, it was easier
for
me. It became easier because I did I got my weapon and armor, and then I knew which weapon I had, so I knew which weapon skill to take.
Oh, so you did weapons before you bought your skills?
Yeah. That's the way I did it, because I was like, I'm trying to fit everything in a budget, and I'm like, well, if I want this armor, I'm not going to get that gun.
So it's a direct fire for arm rockets.
Direct fire?
Yeah.
What about for reflex missiles?
Same deal.
Direct fire.
Okay.
It's basically mortars, grenade launchers, artillery pieces are the indirect fire weapons.
Okay. No, I took I just needed to know it because I got some arm rockets. So.
All right.
Cheapo arm rockets.
Remember, the launchers and arm rockets are purchased separately.
And I might not have any arm rockets.
So you just need a launcher and the arm rockets. You can throw the rockets at people.
I have a few credits left, so I got
That's a good idea.
Well, no, you can't fly. So
yes,
no,
I can.
You can fly. See, there you go. Bombs. Perfect.
I bought the mech wings.
Okay.
Because I went with the Kodiak armor.
Good choice.
All right, so
it's solid for its price range. It is some fucking solid armor.
So for listeners, I want to go. There's a lot of skills, but I want to run through them, and I might stop on a couple if I have some questions because there's a lot of skills here.
A lot of skills.
Yeah. So a lot of these are standard fare. So you've got academic studies, acrobatics, alertness, ambush. Now, a question about acrobatics. Actually, is that used for any kind of dodge skill or anything like I've seen that in like Shadowrun and some other things?
It's basically to avoid fall damage.
Fall damage. Okay.
Yeah.
So ambush, animal handling, aquatic diving, body equilibrium. That's for Eridani only. What does that do for Eridani?
That's a particular skill they have that controls how their body behaves when injured. They can do things like stop blood loss. There's a point at which most players can fall unconscious, which is when they run out of body points. Eridani can keep fighting until they reach their death's door, which is the number at which point they effectively die.
Okay.
Recoverably dead, not catastrophically dead. That's a different thing.
Yeah. All right. Climbing, combat engineering, communication.
All right. I got my skills done. That's how long it took.
That was
Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh wait a minute, you have no.
Well, look,
I feel sorry for you. I'm sorry. Let me change that.
There's a ton more. There's a ton more stuff that I want, but 40 skill points does not stretch you very far.
Yeah.
Remember, you're effectively like 2022. 20 age-wise.
Oh yeah. Okay.
For electronic warfare systems and electronic damage control, what gear are those associated with?
I'd have to look back through the gear table, but there's basically electronic warfare systems, jamming capabilities that you can buy for your armor that allow you to affect someone else's ability to target you or to detect you with their active or passive sensors.
And
which skill was that?
Electronic warfare systems, and then there's emergency damage control.
That has a chance, I think, of doesn't have a chance of repairing a completely blown out section.
No, the emergency damage control is for vehicles.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
there is an armor mod that has a chance of doing that too.
There is, and there's a couple of different ways you can get that. I think the good one is pretty expensive. Hold on. Or we can touch on that with the equipment.
Yeah. Extra vehicular movement. What's that?
So, since you're in space, you might be out of the realm of your gravity generators.
So zero G kind of.
Yeah.
Okay. And because there's flying for Keen, Mazian, and Razat. Generation. What is generation?
Generation is the Battlelord's version of magic. That's the ability to reach out and control the fundamental energies of the universe.
Okay.
So only Koopa would have to worry about that one, unless you got a special Fickle Fingle roll.
All right. So I'm gonna skip through. So I see. So that's different from matrix manipulation.
Generation is what you need to generate the matrices. Matrix manipulation is to change the effects in some tangible way.
Okay.
So they're two separate roles.
All right. A lot of different pilots.
Sean's performance art.
Yes.
Is that like sex?
I have etiquette. I do have etiquette. That just fits the character.
Yes, it does.
Hey, baby. Well, we're in Cotilia. We should all go walk around pantsless and drink martinis. What? That's what they do, guys. Come on.
Now, there are some skills where you can make the skill check based just off your linked ability.
Yes.
But some actually require you to have some level of training in that skill before you can perform them.
Yeah, I noticed that there's an asterisk. No unskilled attempts. And etiquette, frankly, is one of them.
So
well, you got to know where the dessert fork goes.
I mean, taxidermy?
Yes, you do.
Why would you need to have a skill for taxidermy? Maybe
Chris?
we can do that.
This is
Yes, sir.
Battlelords. Why wouldn't you?
So there's a few different weapon types. Difference between like Omega and Pulse.
Oh yeah, there's a big difference between Omega and Pulse.
So yes, I'll go down through the descriptions, but the pulse weapon is basically like your alien sight plasma gun.
Okay.
Their descriptions are a lot better, so let me skip down to that.
If I remember correctly, each clip contains two things. One of them is like the plasma bullets, and the other one is the energy to shoot that plasma bullet forward.
Yes. So, pulse weapons are short-range, high shock value instruments that used by the assault groups of the Galactic Armed Forces. They fire accelerated plasma pulses around a magnetic bottle and to keep the energy from dissipating. Pulse weapons are heavier than lasers and are much more expensive. They do, however, reduce things to rubble at close range. So yeah, those are your bottles of plasma. The Omega weapons are those are the shield ones, effectively. The Omega weapons are the represent the ultimate in anti-armor technology. It allows instantaneous creation of a physical barrier, which is effectively what you're launching at your target.
Okay. And difference between like beam and energy?
Beam is typically just your lasers. Energy is something that requires a charge to fire. So, well, anything that basically requires a charge to fire.
Okay. All right, I'm going to be looking more of those. All right, so thank you for going through this. Oh, last question about skills. Translocation device?
Teleporting.
Ooh, teleporting. Cool.
So there's a technology that allows you to, teleport short distances.
And if you can afford that, you're doing something wrong.
I mean, I can't be a blink kitty just starting out.
Oh, dude, our characters got those, and they were amazing and just dangerous as fuck.
Pretty sure Dumb Kitty wouldn't know how to use one.
Oh.
It's just a cat in the corner shouting, "Blink! Blink! Go! Jump!"
Hey, Chris, I'm putting in my skills into this character sheet, and I'm trying to think. It asks for the skill, the stat, the level, and the percentile. So if I'm understanding it right, you have the skill name, the stat that it's tied to, and then it's your number of levels times 5% plus your stat is your percentage.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
And typically, like how hot? Okay, all right, never mind. So I was going to ask,
What's good?
Yeah, like what kind of percentage you want to aim for to be like halfway competent?
Remember, 50% is average human
Okay.
in everything. That's the base measure for everything.
Okay.
So 50% is reasonably competent. 50-50 shot of hitting something at a certain range, depending on the accuracy of the weapon at that range bracket.
Okay.
Chris, say that again. So it's the base stat times the level to get you your percentage.
No,
right?
so it's for every level, it's 5%.
Yeah, every level adds 5% to your base chance,
Okay.
which is based off of half of your vital stat.
Oh,
So
okay.
if your vital stat is 50 at something, your base percentage is going to be 25%, and then say you have 5 levels, that adds another 25%, which takes you back up to 50% chance.
Oh, so okay. Boy, I was thinking mine are really high. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm adding that to the half number.
Correct.
Oh, I suck.
So
Everybody does starting out.
yeah, everybody does. Hey,
Okay.
Chris, should we take power armor use? Is that something we need?
I wouldn't waste the money on it right now.
Okay, no problem. I won't.
I mean, unless you got some money that you can afford power armor, because they're not giving it to you.
No. I mean, I got an extra 40 grand laying around. I just don't know where to spend it on.
You did not buy enough armor yet.
Then
No.
Oh, Kupo's calling me. Hold on.
No, I think I'm going to take shape change, and that way I can shape myself into somebody taller.
sadly you are not a Matsian, so yes.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Sort of fucked, dude. All right. Let me get to it. I've seen my skills. I've read them.
I would also pick out a good
I
helmet.
need a weapon skill.
Okay.
So non-powered armor is what we can afford. Together, let's go look at that stuff.
There's some good armor out there.
Jesus
but
Christ, I can't afford crap.
Now, remember, you have 100,000, and for 100,000, you should be able to afford some decent starting armor.
I might have to dump some items because I realized I didn't buy any ECM or anything like that.
You probably wouldn't have to worry too much about ECM. But
I mean, I bought a personal computer and things like that. I bought a personal computer and I bought armor computer. Hey, by the way, guys, we should all choose the optional computer personalities for our computers.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Chris has like double the amount of NPCs that he's got to play.
Well, we can just play them ourselves. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, I just want no, I get to play the
Okay.
but I can't wait to see what the Dumb Kitties AI is like. It's just going to sigh and do it itself.
Well, I told you which one I wanted to be, right? Didn't I write which one which?
Yeah, you did it with Ross.
Yeah, Ross.
I think, and there is one called Gunny.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody saw that.
Just make
I could
Sean
just play
do
it.
that one. Yeah.
What do you need, Megan?
We should play each other's armors.
That would be funny as hell.
Hey guys, this is your armor.
We should
Takes a lot
do
of
that. We should pick who's going to play the other person's armor.
We can roll.
Random draw or something. Yeah.
Unless somebody
I-
picks Gunny, then I have to play that,
that's true.
obviously.
Yeah, we
I do really
should
like
play
that
to our
idea.
strengths.
Hey, Chris, I have a question.
Yeah.
So there's weapon melee. Is hand-to-hand combatives like my bare hands?
Effectively, yes.
Okay. And question on armor costs. So your size modifier can vastly modify your costs. So like Nathan's screwed. I'm not, but I think a couple of us, like I'm size 6, so everything's like
dude, my
25.
armor's cheap.
Actually, it's 50% more expensive or something like that.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah. So you have to look at your
He's a big
size
dude.
guide.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's size. Because
I
mine is
think
like
it's
1.25 or something.
I think mine's 1.5. So
Where is that table?
That's
It's
on
in the
page 169.
there you go.
So yeah,
Or maybe mine's 1.25 as well, or something like that. But
size class 6 is 1.5.
1.5, yeah. So it's now. Does that cost apply to the armor, or is that cost like if I buy a suit of armor, I pay more? If I want like the spray coating or something, if I want, is it all my mods?
No, it's just the base of the armor itself.
Just the base armor? Okay. All right.
Yeah. I don't feel like tracking the raised for each freaking armor item.
So wait, so now I've got to dump down all my threshold rating. Wait, threshold ratings are not affected by affected in side class.
Yeah, it's the same armor, same stats for everything else except for the cost, because obviously it's
More of it.
Oh, okay.
It's like how when I have to buy T-shirts.
Sweet. I actually get a discount. Nice.
Yes. Tyr cautiously upgrades his helmet.
Chris and I pay different amount for T-shirts unless he buys it in a woman's, because they get fucked and they pay more for everything.
Chris does buy them in a woman's, and
Well, there you go. So we're paying.
I mean, we could just we could fit Chris into 2 or 3 yours, and we'll be
Need a tent, Chris?
It's sort of fucked up that the got to spend more for a smaller shirt, though.
Well, it's just women pay more for like everything.
That's bullshit.
Don't even get me started on pants.
It's crazy. My daughter in the last year couldn't buy like kids' clothes. She has to now buy clothing, and everything has like the cost for jeans. Like,
wow. I thought I was like kind of a repair guy. I'm really not.
you can repair like a pocket.
Well, what's your skill?
Look, it was sort of like we'll just take repair device with a. I mean, my IQ is high. My IQ is 106 to start. Half of that is 53. So it's base at 53. Repair device at level 5. That only brings me to a 78.
That's pretty freaking good for a starting character.
I know.
We're not starting out at level 5. Or whatever.
So, Chris, can I ask like a character theme question? I chose a piloting skill for pilot spacecraft. Would that be character appropriate, or would that be like, no, you just travel on big ship liners? You're never going to pilot like a.
So it's good to have, especially if we continue with this after the one shots, but it's not really necessary this time around.
Okay. So I should scale it down a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Like, if you want to throw one in there for character fullness, that wouldn't be bad.
I'm going to throw some pilot skills in there.
Yeah.
But I'm just not going to put pilot spacecraft.
Yeah, so for some of the late kind of skills, remember that you can pilot other things just with a smaller minus. Yeah. Now I'll tell you what I told Nathan regarding armor. You want probably half to 2/3 of your money spent on armor, and some of the mods you probably want are Camo 1 or 2. Dock, and air supply and environmental containment. Those are just recommendations.
Hey. Just want to say, look, man, you just want to build up this wall of armor and just stand behind it. I do like that you can get a physical shield.
Yes. I love that. I'm thinking about getting one. It's expensive.
And
no, it's not.
It's like 25,000.
No, you're thinking of. Are you thinking of Flux Shield?
I think Flux Shield.
Well, there was one that was like really expensive, but it had badass threshold and everything. It was
there is an arm mounted shield.
Yeah,
it's like 5,000, and it's got
it's 5,000. Oh, you know what it was? I thought it was really expensive when we had $20,000.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was just looking at the beasties that they recommend for this scenario, and I was like, no, $20,000, you will die immediately. But Nathan might want the body mount harness for his battle kitty.
Definitely the mount, so we can ride that kitty.
Yeah. Well, you can ride the kitty however you want. I'm not judging, but I'm talking for his guns.
Well, I wasn't going to ride bareback at first.
Now, Nathan, there are two kinds of body mount harness. Or I think there's three, but two kinds that you're going to be able to afford. One, it aims as you turn your body, because it's like straight mounted. The other one is sort of a turn mounted that tracks where you look, like an Apache's machine gun.
Okay, yeah, I think I saw something like that. And there's the hard points too. How are those different? Like I can mount stuff on hard points.
Yeah, so same idea. You just have to aim them manually, or whether or not you have any sort of targeting assistance.
So, Chris, I'm looking at different stats for armor. I'm seeing there's structural integrity.
Yes. There's
ABS, which is absorption.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the ECRS, which I'm assuming. So what
ECRs?
So threshold is. So can you walk us through threshold?
Yeah.
SI, ABS, and ECRs.
So threshold is the ability of the armor to block damage. So the higher the threshold number means, say the threshold is 6 and you get hit with 10 points, the threshold stops 6 of the damage from getting through. After you reach the limit of threshold, it then goes on to absorption. Absorption is basically polymers that reduce the impact of armor. So if you have 2 levels of absorption in your armor, it would absorb 2 of those extra hit points, and the remaining hit points would go through to your body. The difference is threshold is the permanent attribute of the armor, and absorption can be burned through. It's effectively like armor padding.
It's ablative.
Effectively, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And it can be recharged, and you can get armor options that recharge that as well. But it takes, I think, a combat round, so it stays. If it's gone in a combat round, it stays gone until the start of the next combat round. And there are different kinds of weapons that can ignore each of the different attributes. Some will bypass threshold, some will bypass absorption, and some attack the structural integrity of the armor itself. Structural integrity, of course, is just the ability of the armor to protect that area of the body.
So how does structural integrity come in? So can it get damaged as well?
Yes, each weapon provided lists how much it will affect a structural integrity of the location that gets hit.
Okay.
Whether or not we play with that, I probably won't, just because another set of numbers we'll have to keep track of. But I think they actually just say don't bother with it if this is your first campaign.
Okay.
We can if you want the extra gritty realism.
It's right, the long-term damage, right?
Yeah.
To the suit.
Well, it could mean that in one combat, the armor protecting your arm gets blown off, and you no longer have any armor there whatsoever.
Oh, I would hate for that to happen.
Yeah, that gets for everybody very quick. It's like you could lose a leg or something.
That
We wouldn't want that to
never
happen.
happened.
Uh-oh.
That has never happened in any of our games.
I get this time for revenge, huh? So each level of skill gives you 5%?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's kind of like Palladium in that way, right?
So that goes on top of half your stat?
Yeah, half whatever the link stat is for that skill.
All right. And so what's half of 69?
You round down, so...
Oh, you do? Fuck. It sucks.
Bastards.
I know. I have a bunch
Damn
of
you,
skills
Tony.
about that. Exactly.
I think I rounded up. Fucker. Means I
I'm
have to
pretty
do it
sure
all.
you round down, unless they change that too. Hold on.
Find out real quick, because I'm going to lose a bunch of...
I think I did put a combo package. I did put a combo package in mine. Okay, good.
Good call.
But the combo, I got to remember what combo packages do.
So combo packages, one's like immediate vicinity, 2 is city, 3 is regional.
City, state, planetary, orbital.
Yeah.
Okay. You said combo package. What were the other items you said were good?
The autodoc.
Well, and one other.
And the air supply and environmental containment, as long as your armor can fit all of those. Those are the ones I recommend.
I'm just looking up the prices.
The auto dock, I think, depends on where it's located. But
Hello, Mr. Kupo.
Mr. Kupo.
Hey, Tony.
Ah, see, I'm right on time.
Yep, you are.
Oh,
Hello, everybody.
and Matt, you can also buy additional absorption polymers for your armor.
I had no idea manual dexterity was going to be used for all the
Yeah, mine's awful.
weapons. I figured it was going to be agility, so I really put fucked up my point allocation.
That's my lowest. That's my second lowest stat. Is manual dexterity.
Hey, nobody asked questions.
But FOTS get a huge.
God
well,
damn it.
I get a minus 25 or like a minus 15 or 20 to it. Plus, I got that disease, the plague, which took all of my stats down by 10, except for like my 2 mental ones.
You're gonna go ape shit.
Yeah. So,
Oh my God.
Chris, I searched for like Loke. How,
Location.
Location.
right. So can armor only hold certain? How do you know like where you can put stuff? Is it like you can
So
put as
yeah,
many things as you want into it, or
no, you can't. I think the character sheets are new, but I think they have a space in the character sheets that shows you where you can put the armor options. Yeah,
yeah, mine has like 12 slots per.
yeah. So it is dependent on the kind of armor and the armor size.
So friendly fire, like
It happens.
You know, what's your intelligence?
oh, that's my dump stat.
Oh, that's it. Because isn't that for indirect weapons?
Yeah,
Direct. Let me see. Oh.
I think indirect. Yeah, I think it's
Direct fire, like rockets and stuff and missiles. That is an IQ stat.
I thought it was indirect is IQ, direct is manual dexterity.
Is it?
Yep.
Direct is manual dexterity.
Yep.
Oh shit! I did mine wrong. Okay.
That's-
I just changed the name.
Yeah. I'm going for direct fire.
So, Chris, I'm looking at non-powered armor. It normally doesn't have actually stats, right? I didn't see any of mine listed.
It doesn't change any vital statistics, like there's no strength increase or movement changes or anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris. So I found prices for the air supply and for the environmental containment, but the auto dock, it's not in the miscellaneous armor option table.
Yeah. I see it in the emergency medical gear.
Oh, I saw. Well, in fully armored, it says it's the same one as the armor option, like portable auto dock.
Yeah.
And then in the main book, it talks about the auto dock, and it says price 5 to 10,000 credits. Yeah, here we go. Medical packages, size, weight 1, size 1, location any, tech level 4, cost 5 to 10,000, and it says per section.
So when we last played with it, it was just one section. You could you didn't need it for like what leg, arm, etc.
God damn it!
We just did it in one place because that's far easier to manage.
Right.
I will do it that way.
Okay.
Chris, do you suggest putting sensors in your suit or in your helmet?
Doesn't really matter. The armor options are going to be treated the same way, however they're located, so they behave the same. However, your helmet's probably going to be better protected. I don't think I'm going to worry about losing your armor options this early on in combat. I think you're just going to be more worried about getting damaged.
Because as custom, our armor's made of cardboard anyway.
Oh no, this is good stuff. This isn't crappy Colonial Marines armor.
This armor's kick fucking ass. Again, if you spend the money on it, you could buy the bargain basement armor and just have one shot fucking wipe it out.
That only wipes out the absorption.
Hey, does the smoke generator basically kick out a cloud of smoke around me?
Yes.
That's kind of
See where this is going already.
There's no way that could end badly.
Yeah, no.
So for cost of everything, I take the cost in there and multiply it by 1.75?
Only the cost of the armor itself and the helmet, not the armor options.
Okay.
I mean, the corporations are greedy, but I'm not going to make them that greedy.
Did you guys read about the hat collector?
Mm-mm.
No.
It's a bot that runs around the battlefield to any down people, cuts their heads off, and then cryos them.
Nice.
I find that oddly comforting.
So I'm imagining like this like spider-like thing going around just collecting heads.
Hey, Chris, they have an anti-ballistic missile, and it has an accuracy of 30. So does that mean, like, if a missile comes at, it fires back, it has a 30% chance of intercepting?
Correct.
And is that automatic? Like, it just reacts?
If you have the armor computers, yes.
Okay, so you have to have an armor computer. My guy doesn't like computers.
Hey, Chris, got a question.
Yeah.
Just checking to make sure I'm right. When in my life path, I got +5 non-weapon skill checks. So I need non-weapon skills. So anything that's not a weapon, I get a +5%, right? Is that
Correct.
the way that's fucking awesome. All right, just checking. And the other thing was I get +1 level of computer skills. That's what it said. Now, does that apply to any computer skill or just like computer ops or computer
It
security?
was computer security and forensics.
Thank you for clarifying that for me because I thought that was a little excessive. All right, thank you.
And I think you had construction skill as well.
Yeah, I have the construction skill and it says forensics.
Yes.
And I assume that's one of those learning skills, so I put it down under the learning because there's no forensic skill specifically.
No, it's computer security and forensics is the same skill.
Oh shit. All right, forget it. All right, I'm stupid. Forget it.
So, what were the things that you said we should have?
Commo 1 or 2. An auto dock. And wait, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I would say $5,000 cost on the auto dock. Yes?
Yes. And air supply with environmental containment. Those are 2 separate items. Those are, like I said, those are just my recommendations.
Yeah, no.
No, I don't need environment.
Yeah, no, I was looking for the. Trying to find that
Where's that?
stuff.
Be right back and use the head.
Air supply costs $750. Environmental containment costs $1,400. Auto dock costs $5,000.
What's that thing called? Containment?
Environmental containment.
How much is that
How
cost?
much is that?
That's $1,400.
Okay.
And auto dock is 5,000.
Auto dock is $5,000.
And what's the other thing?
Their supply was how much?
$750.
Air supply is worth everything. I'm all out of.
So I'm not really seeing what the armor computers do for you.
Those are the ones that are supposed to manage the systems in your armor. Like, they're the ones that will do the auto injector and...
Well, the auto dock has its own computer, it says.
Oh, well, then that's good for the medical.
5,000, yeah.
It's got
I think it's for the more advanced weapons, maybe?
Yeah. Your counter battery systems, your anti-missile
All that shit I
systems,
can't
things like
afford.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, have you seen the cost for the BRIs or MBRIs? I haven't.
I have. I actually bought one. BRI spray, and this is not for the armor. This is just for character out of armor. BRI spray is $400.
What's a BRI spray?
A BRI is the body rehabilitation injection.
Ooh.
That's the one that's your healing potion, basically. But unlike health potions, they have an addiction and withdrawal penalty if you overuse them. And they are not instant heals. They heal a certain point over a number of rounds. So a regular BRI is 250, and an MBRI is 800. And you'll probably want at least 2 of each, if you can.
2 what each?
BRI or MBRI.
2 what?
Oh, you had your headphones off. So the BRI is the body rehabilitation injection, and the MBRI is the massive body rehabilitation injection. Those are your health kits, your healing spells, effectively.
How much is the BRI again?
BRI is 250.
Let's see. If your helmet has sensor systems, where do I put that on the character sheet? Under the...
There's a thing on next to the helmet that has the...
It's just as an option point on the helmet.
Okay.
Chris, you have the cost on that MBRI?
850, I think it was. Let me go back to that. Just straight 800.
So is there an armor thing that adds to your manual dexterity so I don't suck at shooting stuff?
No, you just suck, dude.
Well, also understand, like, if you're trying to do anything in armor besides shoot, your manual dexterity is reduced, but shooting doesn't reduce it.
Right.
It's like if you're trying to do it, because I bought the manual dexterity.
I'm not a shooter because I'm like the stupid saint rap guy. But that's good to know that
you can shoot.
So I chose the laser reflective coating option for my armor.
It's very expensive.
Yeah.
It's worth the fucking money.
It is. The auto weapons control is 50,000.
Oof, yeah, never mind.
So there's the cost for the laser reflective, and then for an extra 1,500 credits, you can get it matte black, so you don't look like a fucking disco ball on the armor field.
So basically, since lasers bypass absorption, the reflective bit helps mitigate that.
Yeah, that's something you should all pay attention to.
Yeah, so each weapon has a different type of damage it can do. It can do either does damage to threshold, does damage to absorption, or does damage to structural integrity, or some combination thereof.
If you don't pay for the matte black option, of course, this is like buying a fucking car. If you don't pay for the matte
the undercoating,
if you don't pay for the matte black option upgrade, then your observation checks to spot you in the suit are at plus 50%.
We did say that the future is run by mega corporations.
Yeah.
Do you want to pay the membership into Armors on Prime or not?
Armors on Prime. Laser. I got to put that's matte black.
I mean, clearly, some of these things they were addressing things that were exploited in the previous edition.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, we're not going to have 2 characters alike.
No.
Oh, no. So, Chris, I am noting on my character that I'm paying for the matte black option upgrade. Yeah, lasers will fuck your world up if you don't have if you go up against a lot of them. Because
we don't know how it's going to behave in the new system versus the old, but in the old system, yes, they were brutal.
Well, the old system had ablative, it had abliners, like a liner in your suit just for lasers,
which worked exactly the same as absorption, just for lasers.
Yeah, only for lasers.
Yeah, and now I think the matte coating or the laser ablative coating is just a straight threshold reduction.
Yep. There are special suits that give you a higher threshold for lasers built in.
Yeah. That shit costs money, yo.
Yeah.
Hey, what does TDA stand for?
In the helmets?
Yeah.
That's just the name of the helmet.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it might stand for something, but
that's what I got. I just got some sensors built in.
Yeah, that's one of your better integrated helmets for the price.
Which one did you get?
TDA.
TDA.
I think I went with the AKMS.
Another popular one. So TDA is Target Data Acquisition System. So it gives you a small attack bonus for ranged attacks.
Oh, nice. Oh, so real quick. So, all right. So it has sensors, but is that what the... Yeah, there's a stat called TDA, and almost all of them at 0. But for the TDA one, it has a stat of TDA 15. Is that the bonus you get for targeting?
Yes.
Is that only within the range of the helmet?
Let me read up on that helmet real quick.
Because that might be helpful, Nathan, if we suck at manual dexterity.
Yeah.
Which we do.
Well, let me find armor. Armor. Hey, what page is armor on? Where's it start?
109 or something like that?
So many.
Yeah.
109?
I think so.
And this is in the Battlelords main book?
No, I'm looking at the fully armored.
Yeah, there's a lot more, there's actually a lot more inexpensive stuff or fairly priced stuff in the armored book.
Oh, the armored book.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. I found it. Thank you. Yeah, I had to get my skills. I still got skill points to spend, but I want to see what sort of weapons I have.
You guys are making me fucking think that I need a different helmet now.
You don't need a different helmet. Which one do you have? You got the
AKMS.
AKMS? Yeah.
Oh, come on, Discord. Don't fucking shit on me.
What are you guys going with?
TDA.
They're going the TDA.
Oh, the TDA. I think. Oh yeah. Okay.
We're open.
Mine has ECRs.
What's that?
Yeah, ours doesn't.
MEN. What is MEN ECRs?
Mental. So that protects you from those ionic attacks.
Yeah. But you guys have an active sensor system built in, which is nice.
Yeah, I can't quite... It's interesting how they have this character sheet set up, because there's commo, and it says type, and it says signal strength. But what it doesn't have is it doesn't have the actual...
Well, so for things like signal strength, that's for if you're going to be dealing with the nitty-gritty of dealing with people who are using electronic countermeasures and communications, which right now it's probably not going to be really much of an issue.
But where do I put my... I have nowhere to put my sensors. So I have a accuracy and or active and passive or something like that sensor for the TDA. So active sensor and passive sensor rating. But there's nowhere... I can't see where to put that on my helmet.
Put that in the torso thing under sensors. Below that.
You put it in your torso?
Yeah. Well, I also put it under the options there, the 1, 2, 3. I put that there too.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best place for them, frankly.
All right.
Because if it's a armor pack option.
No, this is part of the TDA helmet, but I'm not buying a separate one for my armor, so yeah, I'll just drop it.
No, that's what I mean. It's going to be the same regardless. You couldn't double up on it because they're not additive. If you got extra sensors, it's the same bonus.
So I'm sitting at $63,000 spent to get my armor with the combo 2, the air, the environmental containment, and the auto dock, and the smoke generator. And then the TDA helmet, just as is, I'm at $63,000.
Which is about where you want to be for your armor and helmet.
Mm-hmm. I know. I'm so tempted to pay the extra $7,500 for the laser threshold. But that put me up to 70-some thousand before I've even bought a single weapon.
Yeah,
So we don't even have enough money for a PAL computer, or do we?
If you skimped, I think you could get the low end.
Well, so like basically the cheap ones all just say computer. Then the one for like $1 million says this is a PAL.
Yeah, that one
the
you
primitive AIs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where the ROS and all that stuff is. Those are expensive. And the gunny.
You got a guy who might be able to rig one up for you.
They're all voiced by Tony Kupo.
I give you a good price.
So did anybody? I'm just curious. Did anybody go for the bargain basement armor?
No.
It's not as bad as Tyr makes it sound.
I basically broke a bunch of mirrors, poured glue all over and just rolled into the mirrors, so I'll be protected.
Hey, Chris, while everybody's doing something, do you want me to tell you what I think I've got and or show you and see if it seems to make sense?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I'll put it up on the screen. So there's my skill list. Okay, that's how many credits I have left over. I got a backpack, a canteen, tape, device belt, mega glue, army knife. That actually adds 10% points to repair skills. That's ridiculous. A toolkit, a hollow commo, 2 BRIs, a slat bandage, lockpick set basic, a clip PCD, a translator. I did spend the 2,000 extra for a 3D printer.
Okay.
And I did spend the money for a sonic knife, which is fucking great. I bought 3 EMAGs, one MBRI.
Reasonable. Yeah, that all looks pretty good.
There's the skill loadouts that I've taken.
Yeah, your starting skills are not bad at all. I don't know what you're whining about.
I know. I'm just,
I'm not perfect at everything.
All right. So helmet, I got an AKMS. So I got the threshold of 9 there, and then I got the natural threshold in parentheses.
Yeah.
Got my computer in there, laser reflective coating, the combo 2, built into there. Then I've got the Kodiak armor with my thresholds there. I don't know why it puts them over here, but it did. So I got the tactile response package, the laser reflective coating. I bought the Striker rack system, which is the cheapest one.
Did you buy the missiles too?
I did buy the missiles as well. So I got the mech wings, the coating, the auto dock, the environmental containment, and the air supply.
Yeah, looks quite good. So clearly, Tyr will be the tank.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
I mean, probably didn't mean to be, but that's probably how it's going to end up.
Me no fighty good. Me no want to get hit. How many actions do I have?
Let's see. I got that up.
Yeah, you said you calculated like dodge, death store, actions, int mod.
Yes. So actions you have 2. Most people, except for Nathan, will have 2. I think everybody has 2 except for Nathan.
All right.
I can just read through your death store is negative 32.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Cockroach.
God damn, it's horrible.
I mean, your body point is 17, so you're like, I think, highest or second highest.
Okay.
Actions 2, dodge is 17. You have no damage adjustment, and you have an initiative modifier of 7.
Okay. Are my body points 17?
Body points are 17.
I thought I had 10. No, maybe there was an adjustment that I didn't know about.
Yeah, let me go through. Because I looked through that. I thought. Oh yeah, so it's based off of your Constitution's skill, your Constitution stat. You get a bonus based on whatever that is.
Oh,
and
okay. So
that bonus for you is, plus 10.
10 plus.
No, plus 7 rather. Yeah.
Okay.
Got the numbers backwards.
All right. I'll take that. So dodge is 17 and body parts are 17.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, Chris, is there a way to know how, like if you have a hand-to-hand weapon that how much does it use energy or so the plasma sword?
The plasma sword is a just straight melee weapon.
But do I not have to buy clips or anything for it?
I don't think it requires a charge. Let me take a quick look.
It does.
Oh yeah, you would have one.
Requires. It's going to require they say small pistol size. Pulse magazines.
There you go.
But they last about an hour and charge 20 minutes. If you live that long, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, Matt, I know you were asking about the where you could put armor options and how many spaces you had. That's on page 94 of Fully Armored, has the table.
Okay.
But you probably don't have enough to fill up any of the slots, so
No.
the money should not be good enough for that.
Okay.
Oh, I get that free weapon. I forgot.
The concealable pistol.
Yeah, I forget what kind it is. I have to look it up. I've got it.
I have that.
See, okay.
The Meerschaum SSLU laser pistol.
This may not be the best weapon, but I love its name. Sometimes branding is all you need to sell to a FOT. The Big Dickens Big Shot Slug.
It's basically made just for FOTs, yes.
I may have a lot of money to spend on armor because both weapons I've looked at that I want to buy are like under 1,000 each.
What? he's a hillbilly.
What are you buying?
I'm buying the Big Dickens Big Shot Slug.
Ooh.
And a chainsaw. Chris, I'm looking at the archaic powder shotguns. Now, do they do like less damage or something, or like if I'm? It doesn't. So it's weird. Like there's tables, but then there's other tables. So this one shows the ammo type APW, which I'm assuming is like armor piercing something, or. But then it has CFG.
Is that in the Fully Armored?
Yeah. I don't know what CFG stands for. It has UB. Like others say rifle, carbine, underbarrel, or?
Yeah, that's probably underbarrel.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think it's something you stick underneath, like a 203?
It can be, because I know that is an option.
I'm assuming, Tyr, you got a discount because of your size.
Yeah, I did. I got a 25%. I got a 25% discount.
So how's that work?
Okay, that's
Okay.
it's putting this it's way out of my range.
I used to get a 25% discount on condoms. Listen, I got to jump off, guys. There's a lot going on tonight.
All right, man.
All right, buddy.
I'm excited. I think I'll be caught up by next week. But have fun, and I'll talk to you all soon.
Good seeing
All
you.
right, buddy.
All right.
See you.
All right.
Take care, Tony.
Bye.
Take, buddy.
Hey, where do you get the size discounts at here? Where'd you look that up?
It's I think on page like 90. Well, no, I don't remember.
It was
Yeah,
90 something in the basic book.
Shit.
Yeah.
So, hey, Chris, for the body mount harness, can I put the a missile rack on that, or does it have to be like a regular gun?
No, you can put a missile rack on it. There should be a point for it.
All right.
If I remember correctly, the vampire was a pretty good.
That's what I'm gonna go with. The vampire,
I
because
got
with my
that
size,
too.
with my size, that's a vampire. The better I can afford, I think it's gonna fall a range of protection that I can work with. I guess I would like better, but I just can't afford it right now. I mean, the helmet alone is going to kill me too.
The whole point of it is for it not to kill you.
The best thing about this game is just pulling shit off the dead.
Yeah.
Just pull it off, hose it off, and just maybe dunk it in a bucket with soap if you're
You need to in this game.
Hey, Tyr, what size were you anyway?
size 3.
I'm size 4.
I made it. by 1 point into size 3. I would have been a size 2 if it.
I think I might be regular then, because I think everything's measured size 4. Even though I'm fucking 5'3".
Yeah, I think you are. I think you're just a straight. I think it says it's based on a size 4 category.
Yeah, it is. So I think I'm straight. All right. Well, unless Chris finds something, I'm gonna look for. So what type of armor did you get?
Vampire.
Where's that at?
Well, for me, I mean, for him, he got the.
I went with the coat. I went with Kodiak.
Is it Kodiak? I was going to suggest also the whatever that Combat 3 thing was.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah, Combat 3 is a good one as well.
Oh, Sean, you were looking for the size class table, or did you give up on that already?
No, I think it says here it's like everything's 4, so I'm assuming.
Yeah, the base is 4 for everything.
So I'm at price, but I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I gotta actually add the prices for the add-ons, so then I gotta buy my armor.
So, Chris, maybe it's in the basic book. Because I'm looking in the armor book, and it has like. So I would say, well, I guess we're recording. I'm looking up different rounds, and it looks like you have to go to like a separate table for like with the damage that rounds do. And they have them for for a lot of the rounds. But when I get down to shotgun shell, all it says is slugs don't suffer from the double threshold rating penalty like buckshot, which I get. I get that as a rule. I can't find out. I guess maybe I should look in the basic book for shotgun.
Yeah, I'm looking right there right now. That is page 229
in the basic book.
Yeah, but it doesn't really give. It gives you the basic table of what ammo type, which is the anti-person.
Well, guys, I will say this: if we do get our hands on some weapons and armor, I stand a fairly good chance of repairing it.
Nice.
Oh, good. Yeah, we're not going to finish this tonight, but
No.
Maybe well, you're
close.
not. I had to spend time.
I mean, yeah, we can cover anything else that people might have questions over the course of the week.
Well,
Just send me
I know to get
messages.
armor and stuff, so the rest of it's pretty.
Oh, shit, I didn't realize it was 10:45 already.
Yeah.
Oh crap! Oh god!
Yeah, I've got all my skills are all done. I've bought my armor, my helmet, and I am buying a combat shield.
Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention was that how the Warmonger's Guide had that extra table that's new to 7 that I didn't care for, but it could be up to people if they want to use it. There's the Traits and Quirks table.
Oh yeah,
I'm not going to mess with my guy anymore. I already got plague, but I did get a lot of skills. Unfortunately, I kind of got taken by losing 10 from most of my stats. Sucked, but I got that one that was 20 plus 20 skills.
Yeah.
And FOTs start with 50. So I had 70 skills, and then I had 3 skills that I started with level 3 in already. So I did pretty good. No, I just need to buy my weapon. I'm getting a chainsaw, and I'm getting some sort of shotgun. The idea is either one can be like one-handed or something. I don't know if a chainsaw's I gotta see if the chainsaw's not one hand. I can't use it one-handed. Then I'll switch to something else. But I figure he's gonna probably go into a rage anyway anytime shit goes down. So might as well just get him a good combat shield and a handheld weapon or a shotgun.
Okay.
Now, I can also give you your death store numbers and your actions, all that and stuff.
Yeah, let me see. Let me put the right
Store.
page on mine.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
My body points are 9 now, by the way, because I spent some points on physical fitness.
All right, Chris. Yeah. So okay, I see that. So so I'm on my main character. How do I calculate run, jump, fly?
The run, jump,
That should
fly
be a
are
plus.
just your species stats.
My species.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, just going species stats table.
Same thing for hearing, smell, and vision.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll all be from my species. So I have 10 body points. So how do I do dodge and death door?
So Death's Door is a function of, let me look it up here. It's your con divided by 10 plus any bonuses.
Wow.
But so for you, your Death's Door is going to should be 28.
28.
Negative 28.
Okay, so how did you get that? Because I have a con of 74. So wouldn't that just be 7?
There's a table for that, and I think you
okay.
had a bonus.
Okay, so why don't you tell me my Death Star?
I'm sorry, what was mine again? It was 24?
Negative 28.
Negative 28. Okay.
That's your Death's Door.
All right.
Let me read through his Malcolm real quick. Just there's a couple of other stats first. Actions for you, Matt, are 4.
4, okay.
Dodge is 27.
Dodge is 27.
Your damage adjustment for melee weapons is +4.
Now, where would I put that?
There should be by your melee weapons on the character sheet. There should be a DA.
I have melee attack, RB1, damage, average damage, damage type.
Okay, I've got it. This is different than 6. And so average damage is. I'm not doing average damage. I'm doing damage based off your strength.
Yeah.
So from the table, that damage adjustment is +4.
So that's if I just punch.
Or use a melee
if you're
weapon.
using a melee weapon.
But I don't see a column for that.
Average damage. Just put it where it says average damage.
4.
Just put the +4.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. +4. And okay.
And your initiative modifier is 11.
Okay.
We'll cover initiative later.
All right.
Oh.
And Malcolm.
Okay.
See, so your body point should be 14 currently, I believe.
Okay.
It's based on if your height and weight. Remember?
Yeah, I forgot to add those. That's the part I didn't factor in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And your Death's Door is -28.
Okay.
And thanks to your agility, you also have 4 actions.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is a pretty freaking stock party in that regard.
Oh, dude.
Dodge is 30.
Holy, what is your agility? Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
120.
He's-
Oh, God. Wherever you go, he's already there.
yeah. His damage adjustment is 4. And your knit modifier is 12.
Okay.
So, are missiles really $25,000 a piece?
It depends on the missile. There are some cheap missiles. The
That's why
launchers
you
are
buy.
cheap.
That's why you buy the rockets.
I put a reflex missile
Jesus Christ!
thing. There's only $9,000 for the thing, but
It's only $9,000.
for the launcher. But the missiles look like they're all like $10,000 a piece. So I don't think I can actually afford to
If I
load
remember
it.
correctly, the reflex missiles are the anti-vehicle.
Battle Scat taking out some trucks. I love the fact that Nathan has asked in the last hour and a half about missiles, rockets, explosives, and friendly fire.
There's a theme.
Exactly.
He said friendly fire. I was like,
I'm noticing something here. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, so the reflex missiles are basically anti-vehicle weapons, giving me 66 damage for the first.
So, I mean, what's the problem? I mean, isn't that what we want?
Problem.
Don't we want to take out...
Your terrible aim? That's what the problem is.
At this point, just go for the
Area.
Sabot for 40,000.
The what?
That's the Sabot for 40,000.
Oh, where is that?
That's 1d4 heavy points of damage. A heavy point is 100 regular points.
I don't think I can afford that.
But yeah, these are Reflex missiles are the anti-vehicle weapons.
All right.
Or good against power armor too.
So arm rockets, I guess, are what those are affordable. Okay, so what are my dodge and everything? I think I've got some of that.
So your death score is negative 22.
Mm-hmm.
You have 6 actions.
Ooh.
Dodge 25. Your damage adjustment is +1.
Where's that? Where did I put that?
That's your average damage column.
+1?
Yes. And your net modifier is 10. And Sean.
Yes, so just so you know, I took the physical fitness, whatever stat, and some of my stats are higher now. That one, what's it called? Physical
Body-
agility.
So your body points is now 9.
Yes.
That doesn't change any of the other stuff, though.
Cool, just checking.
Yeah, so your death score is negative 20.
Okay.
Actions are 2.
Okay.
Dodge is 17.
All right.
Damage adjustment is -2.
Cool. Where does that go?
Your average damage column for melee.
Damage adjustment -2.
Yep.
-2. Okay.
And a net modifier of 7.
Hit modifier, you said?
The initiative modifier.
Oh, 7. Okay, so it's 8. Because I got +1. All right.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Sure. I think that's everybody but Kupo.
So where do you get the ammunition for the goo guns?
There should be an ammo table. Let me see.
Okay, guys, I'm going to jump off here.
All right. If you have any questions,
All right.
shout out.
Yeah.
will have a ton of questions. I just need to read some more of it and figure out what I need to ask.
Well, you know how to find me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I will.
And if Chris is not around, I'm around most of the week. So,
Okay.
All
Will
right.
do.
hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Question for you. I might as well. I have the money. I might as well add that sensor package as well. I like the basic sensor package because it gives you like environmental readings and stuff like that. But then for like 1,000, you can get the threat detector.
Yeah, so,
Does that include what a basic sensor package would do as well?
I would have to look it up, but I think it doesn't, but if it...
Do you have a problem with you putting 2 sensor, like the basic and the threat detector?
Yeah, just as long as I'll have to read them up on them, but as long as there's no overlap, the bonuses aren't additive. So
Yeah, well,
the higher is the one you get.
The basic sensor package doesn't really give you a bonus, effectively.
Mhm.
It tells you like environmental conditions and compass, and as far as I understand it.
Yeah, it sounds reasonable, but like I said, I have to read up on it.
Let me go back. I just had it. Here it is. So yeah, here the basic sensor package is the local area information gathering system that tells the operator basic information about their immediate environment. The basic package can determine ambient temperature, compass, directions, altitude above sea level, radiation levels, environmental gas composition, immediately outside the chute, and show the user their path while moving that day or any day for the past 3 months. It's entirely passive. Oh, okay. Well, it does have a 90% chance to detect sensor emissions, communication signals, and natural phenomenon that come in contact with the suit. The threat detector, it lets someone know when they're examining with the sensor system. The passive system alerts the user when the armor has been struck or targeted by a sensor system scan, laser, or radar, electronic warfare, or communication transmission. And you can determine the general direction from which the emission or transmission originated and whether the signal is getting stronger or weaker and the user moves in a particular direction.
Yeah, I got no problem with that.
Okay.
Both. So the fluid ammo is available on page 74 of the Fully Armored.
All right. Well, I'm going to work on my character some more. I'm going to jump off here. I'll see you guys later.
All right, man.
Hey, Sean.
All right. Take care.
I see Sean. Yeah.
All right. Well, groovy. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. See you, Sean.
Take it easy.
Hey, Sean.
So what I haven't done is encumbrance.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out.
So I know they did change the rules for encumbrance.
Well, I bought a weapon that has a gravity assist, so that takes some of the.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So for my goo gun, I'm gonna need a backpack to carry the extra goo, and they have a weight.
The fact that your syphilitic kitty has a goo gun.
The thing is called an F cannon. If you expect me to not buy that, I mean you don't know me.
Yeah. I mean there were some weapons I see they took out of the previous editions.
Yeah.
Like with sparkers.
Yeah, some of them I don't know whether they just removed them to rebalance them or they just don't fit in with the new layout. But,
what was it? The gravitational shears?
they still have grav shears.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I gotta rethink if I want to do missiles or goo as my main weapon.
I mean, there's a single launcher rack and rockets reasonably priced.
Yeah.
Yeah, the arm rockets. Those I could probably mount that to like a hard point too.
Yes.
And have my goo as my body harness weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see where the goo where they listed the fluid weapon types.
Well, yeah. So it's
74.
Yeah, it's the acid.
74.
There's acid goo, explosive goo, defiled.
Defilade?
Defilade. Okay, I don't know what that means.
It's a wall. So enfilade means you're out of cover. Defilade is you're in cover. I always get those backwards. Hey, army guy.
Pardon?
Enfilade versus defilade. Which is which? Defilade is in cover, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're in a defilade position, so they're in cover.
Yeah. I always get those two backwards.
Hell of a goo.
Yeah, scrim goo. Target obtains stealth rating 50, so I can spray you with goo to hide you.
Oh, I like that.
Hold still, like
Minus 50.
You spray me.
yeah.
It's just a hose.
Comes out of his armor.
Maybe it's undermounted.
You're wearing your harness upside down.
It's a strap on.
Am I?
My strap on F cannon.
Well, your character's intelligence is low enough that you might try it, but it's not that way.
Oh shit! So yeah, I got to figure out what kind of goo I want. There's still a lot of different kinds of goo, and I don't think I can carry all.
Can you switch the goo up?
Well, it depends how much these backpacks weigh, I guess, and how much I can carry.
Well, it tells you right here in the weights.
I mean, it says weights, but I have no idea what my.
Oh yeah, what you can carry.
Yeah.
That's true. I don't know what I can carry either. So.
Neither do I. This all could be moot.
Looking for the encumbrance rules.
Has anybody watched Jack Reacher or Reacher yet?
No, not yet.
It's good.
No, we just finished up watching. Being somewhat disappointed with the end of Expanse.
Oh.
Yeah, it was very meh.
Well, they clearly, to me, it seemed like they didn't know they were getting canceled.
Well, I thought they reached the end of the books.
No, there's 3 more books.
Why would they cancel it?
It didn't perform well, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, it's yeah, because it moved networks. It wasn't always on Prime. It got picked up from, was it originally Sci-Fi, wasn't it?
I only started watching it on Prime, so I have no idea.
Okay, so here's the encumbrance rules.
Where the fuck what page is it on?
In the main book, it's on page 77 under strength.
Oh, I started looking.
Encumbrance. Is carrying amount of gear in kilograms equal to or less than 10% of their strength statistic. So what's my
I'm
strength?
probably over. Oh, hey, Chris, are there drugs in this? Like,
Yes, there are.
well, I am wondering, are there drugs to, or are there devices that reduce aggression?
Yes.
Because I was almost wondering if there was like a collar or something that he could wear, or I didn't know if there was something like he could have on that like provided like soothing psychic waves or something. I think turn it off right before fighting. So I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna stub his toe and like take his chainsaw out and destroy the break room. Like
it's just a big bong.
Oh man, I gotta look at how much all this shit weighs.
Yeah, the weight is gonna be fucking killing me.
Are there? So I actually have money because my guns are so freaking cheap. My weapons are so cheap that are there like dampeners or there's strength lift modifiers or
there's also anti-grav harnesses and stuff like that.
All right, I'll spend some time tweaking.
So thanks again for watching. I hope you got something out of watching our Session 0 sessions for Battlelords of the 23rd century. We had a lot of fun making the characters, and I think you'll enjoy the actual play once we launch that in the next week or two. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Well, I'm not running, but I'm going to do the hello and welcome bullshit.
Oh, shit.
Stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we can interrupt you and everything else. I thought we were going back to the old stuff.
Going back
You
to
know
the
what? We're gonna get better.
Oh,
You
no.
know, Nathan,
Oh, no.
this is not my first insurrection.
Oh,
Oh.
beautiful.
All right.